Welcome back to the channel. Preston and I are back in the garage. In our last couple of videos, we installed our new bumper and winch, and we're all excited to get off-roading, but we got a problem. Our sandbox got sick on us and isn't running right now. Let me show you what's going on. The sandbox has been having a rough idle to the point of even stalling. Let's see if we can do it right now on camera. Odds are it won't. But we've been getting a P1391 error code, which is essentially a rough idle, and the Jeep isn't doing it. We've talked to a friend of ours who knows way more about Jeeps than I ever will know, and he kind of gave us some pointers on what we should check first. So we're gonna go do that right now. But first, Preston, cue the intro. Preston and I are going to start by addressing the most likely cause of our idle issues, and that's by cleaning the throttle body. And more importantly, we're going to make sure we clean the idle air controller sensor. And while we're in there, we're going to check to make sure our throttle positioning sensor is still good. Puppy! Back here up.
You don't need to take the air box. Thrust the air box off.
We have the air intake hose off to the throttle body. Before we remove the throttle body though, Preston and I want to check to see if the throttle positioning sensor is working properly.
This in the video.
Yep. So we're going to use a multimeter to check it. If our multimeter works. I haven't used this in probably a decade, so we'll see how this goes. Give you a quick rundown of what we're doing before we do it. So we have the throttle body here. Actually, come for a ride. Why don't you come sit up there? How's that look, Preston? Can you see that? Okay, quick overview. So we got the throttle body, we have the butterfly valve right here. So the way this works is as the throttle is engaged, the butterfly valve opens, and there's like an axle in there that then turns a mechanism in the sensor, and we should be getting, when it's closed, around a volt. And as you slowly open it, it should slowly increase to around 4 volts. Now if there's any like jumps in there, that means you have like a dead spot and your sensor's getting bad. You should replace it. Okay, can you see the numbers there, Preston? Good. Alright, so I'm gonna stab into the wire again. So we got 0 currently. Okay, there we go. You see the numbers, bud?
Yes.
That looked actually pretty good. I didn't see any big jumps. Okay. So by checking that, Preston and I are pretty sure that our throttle positioning sensor isn't the culprit. I didn't see any jumps in the numbers as it went from 1 to 4. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, that Preston and I are pretty certain that the throttle positioning sensor is working correctly, is we're gonna undo the wires to the idle arm controller, throttle positioning sensor, and then also the map here and the throttle cables, and then unbolt it. There we go. Just the same.
Have to be careful not to
Yep.
snap the ball.
Okay, so that was pretty simple enough. This inner one is on a ball. You just pop it out. These two have grooves, and you just have to pull on them till they slide through the groove to get out. It looks like there's a tab on the inside there that you can just push. Yeah, victory.
Is Are we just unconnecting that one because it's in the way?
Well, you gotta undo the wires in order to pull the throttle body off. Looks like there's just a clip here on the top. Yeah.
It's working. Come on.
There we go. Alright. So now we have
Now it's
4
on
bolts there, 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 and there that we need to take off. Now rumor has it, these are number, what have we heard, 10mm bolts?
10mm bolt.
You know, that one socket that always disappears. We'll see if that's right or not. By some miracle, we found our 10mm socket. Now these should just come off without too much hassle. If they don't, then we have problems pressing.
Actually,
Big,
we have
big
that
problems.
other one, that new one with my finger to make it work. A little bit.
Alright, bolt number 1. Preston, it's in your hands.
Oh, we got gloves
If it
on
disappears, I know who to blame it on.
It's not gonna disappear. I have it in my glove.
Alright, bolt number 2 in your hands. Bolt number 3. Uh-oh. Dropped it.
At least it didn't go. There is no real.
Haha, bolt number 4 in
Oh,
your
you
hands. The bolts are out. Preston's guarding them with his life. So this should just pop off, like so. In an effort to keep stuff from falling in there, throw in a rag. We have the throttle body off. It is pretty nasty. So we're gonna give this a good cleaning. First though, we're gonna take these sensors off. It looks like they use a torque spit. We'll take those off, then we're gonna give it a good cleaning with some throttle body spray. We have Aubrey's toothbrush here. So this is a test to see if she actually watches these videos. Because if she yells at me later, then she did. If she doesn't, then we caught her and trapped her. Okay, let's get to it.
I can't even clean the sensors. Just set it right here,
Yep.
Dad. Right.
It's just, there's more resistance than I was expecting. It makes me nervous. Alright, so this right here is likely the culprit. What I'm hoping is that this is super dark and covered in crud. So that's the case. With a good cleaning, it'll probably solve our problem.
Now I have to pull that thing off.
Oh yeah, look at that thing.
I think we should clean the back of
That is covered. Oh my goodness. You see that there? Look at all that.
I'm gonna clean the head
So
of it.
there is an O-ring on the inside there. Need to make sure we don't lose that guy. But we're gonna give this a good cleaning. The rest of the throttle body.
There's that
I
one.
guess we'll go ahead and take our TPS off also, just so we can. We have it off, so we might as well give it a thorough cleaning. Ooh, okay,
What?
maybe this won't come off. Ah.
I think you used the wrong one. I think you might have to do it. I wish we had that guy right now.
Well, maybe we won't take this one off.
Maybe we won't need that. Excuse me.
Whoa, dude. Shots fired. That is yellow on that. Is that a Loctite of some sort?
Or thread walker.
Thread locker. What I mean.
Thread walker, yellow. Is it that? That's my guess. It's thread walker. Cause thread
Oh
walker.
wow.
Those-
This one is not coming off, and I'm very scared I'm gonna break it.
You have to do it slowly.
So I'm gonna give it another little gentle torque on it.
Then we do a
If it doesn't come off,
extension on it.
no, if this doesn't come off, we're just gonna leave it.
Or just put it back on. started.
I don't think you did. Yeah.
Maybe we should just leave it on.
Alright, change of plans. This guy right here, it seems like it's awfully close to being stripped out. And we don't want to do that. And we're pretty sure this sensor is good, so we're going to leave that in there. We're going to put the other bolt back in, and we'll just hope we never have to replace that, because that guy right there, that is tight. I have some throttle body cleaner. I'm going to spray it all down. Preston's going to use Mommy's toothbrush to clean it.
A brand new one.
Yep. Make sure we don't get it on your new pants. That would be bad. Mommy would yell at us for sure.
What's this? I don't care if it gets on the floor. Just
Have the toothbrush, huh? Brush, bud? Don't pull like that, because that's just going to make the bristles fling. Do like a toothbrush motion like that. Alright, I see the arm position. It's so gacky. We finished up cleaning. This thing was nasty. It took a few sprays and a lot of scrubbing. We didn't worry about the outside too much, but inside where all the all the happenings happen. So we did end up taking out, that was my foot, Preston. Nothing like getting your foot run over by a wheelchair. So we did end up taking out this O-ring, so we're gonna stick that back in. Hopefully, like so.
gloves are thrown away.
Alright, so that O-ring is back in there. And check out this guy. You remember what that looked like? That was nothing but pure black. So, I'm fairly confident this was the culprit. Okay. And Preston, I don't remember which way it went. Did it have the plug on the
Can you watch
the outside?
video?
Or the inside?
Can you watch the video when it gets put back down?
So I'm gonna pause the video, watch what we did when we took it off, and then put it in that way. We watched the video when we took it apart, and the white side with the white little square faces out. So we're gonna stick that back in.
Down my one arm.
With any luck, this will stop our idle issues,
I hope it will work.
and also our poor gas mileage. I mean, we use this thing for rock crawling, but when we drive to the off-road park, we don't tow it because we don't have a trailer or a truck yet. It's a good 45-minute drive on the freeway, so pretty good amount of gas, especially when you're getting 12 miles per gallon.
Now we're gonna have to
All
put
right.
it back on.
So at this point, we're gonna throw this guy back into the engine bay, exactly how we took it off, but in reverse.
With us. That precaution.
Alright.
Because it might look good, but might have cracks.
Hey, it came out in one piece. That's good. Sure what this material is.
I mean, some of them are metal ones down. Some of
New gasket is in place. Preston talked me out of using the old one. We can get this set down and lined up. These cables out of the way.
Then we will have to put those cables on after.
Brand new. Get these guys nice and smooth. Final countdown. That's Preston and I got everything back into the Jeep, so we're ready to close it up, give it a little test run. So I'm gonna help Preston get in the Jeep, and we're gonna back it up and hope for the best. Blast off.
Be careful of the flashlight in our pocket.
Alright, here we go. We're driving. Now we do have our Ford Fiesta, our baby Fiesta behind us. So we need to make sure we don't smash into that. Just went around our neighborhood block. We are going to drive back into the garage, or actually we'll just go on the driveway. Let her idle for a bit, see if she wants to die. Preston and I have successfully took out the throttle body, cleaned a bunch of sensors, threw it back in there. We've driven around the block. We're sitting in our driveway idling, and it's not sputtering or rough idle like how it was before, so I think we might have solved the problem. We're gonna sit here a few more minutes just to be certain, but you don't want to watch that. So this is gonna be it for us. Until next time, ciao.